Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Marketing Matchmaker. I am super excited today about today's talk. I have a friend that came in to join me today, and I'm going to introduce her in a second. The last couple of weeks, we've really been talking deep about launching and, how to launch and why to launch and when to launch. And today, I really wanted to talk kind of about what to launch. What is it that you're going to provide to people? So I brought my friend Angelique in today to talk about using what you know in order to grow and scale your business. So Angelique comes from a corporate background, and in the midst of her time there, she was diagnosed with high blood pressure because she was so stressed out. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. With no other choices available, she looked online to figure out how she could work for herself. She tried a lot of things, and creating online courses was the only opportunity that allowed her to make great money while also maintaining her freedom and flexibility, which I also think is something we're all looking for. So now she shows others how to make six figures from what they already know with an online course. Thanks for joining me today, Angelique. Welcome to the show.
I'm pumped up just for the topic and to be with you. I mean, you're like the guru when it comes to ads and everything, in the online digital space. So to be on with you is pretty cool.
Thanks so much. So, like I said in the introduction, this last month, we've really been talking a whole lot about launching, the what, why, and how of it all. And I really wanted to have you on because I think the what to launch, sometimes people are a little leery about that. They don't know what it is they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to do it. And I love courses. I take them. I help my clients, market them. So I really wanted to have you on just to talk about that. So can you give people an overview of what it is that you do?
Yeah, sure thing. So basically what I do is I really help people take what they already know. And I like to emphasize what they already know, because people always are like, well, hey, Angelique, I think I'm going to go back to college, or I think I'm going to go get this extra certification, or, I'm going to do this, or I need a couple more years under my belt. And I'm like, okay, let's take what you already know. Like, are you a great mom? Let's start there. Hey, are you great with curly hair? You got curly hair, you've been doing curly hair for a few years in your life. Let's rock with that. Like, really, you can continue to get your certification and whatever you want to get it in, but let's do a course in what you already know, because I'm all about money, love, speed, right? So if I can show you how to create an online course and start getting you to that 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 a month, well, then you're going to be more inclined to want, you'll feel more like you actually have arrived, and that just puts more positive energy out there. It puts more money circulating out there. And to me, it's just an all around win-win. So yeah, with regards to that, so I take what you already know and I help you really package it into videos so you can show other people how to be a great mom like you, or a great food truck owner, or a great, principal at a high school. Like, really, it is just taking what you already know, packaging it into video so we can show other people how to be great like you.
I love that. And I love the fact that we're taking what we know, because that's the whole point. Most business owners have a wealth of knowledge, right? Like, they've gathered a lot of information along the way, and really being able to break it down into, creating something to train other people on what you do best, I think is super important and valuable. So when it comes to like someone starting the process,
yes,
what is it that they need to have ready? What is it that they need to like sit down and contemplate or think about? What questions should they ask themselves?
Yeah, that's a good one. So what I like to start with is, if you are, thinking about it, like, what do people come to you for advice about? Like, what are those questions that people are always asking? Like, hey, how come your daughter, calls you every day? Like, you can start thinking about that. Like, yeah, why does it? How did you bond with your son? How do you get your teenage son to come out of his room and not play video games all day? Like, these are the questions you're getting. So start jotting those down. or even at your 9 to 5 job right now, what questions does everybody come to you about? Or what are your vendors or, your coworkers? What are those questions? Start jotting those down, because that's really what people need help with. And that's your secret sauce. That's your expertise. So I really would start there. That's the best place to start, because if you can create a course that answers those questions, that's business 101. Figure out what they want, give them what they need. And a lot of times people, we want to come up with a course that we want and answer, and it's like, no, let's listen to the other questions. I would just say in that regard, just start jotting down those questions. The other thing is also start figuring out, what are you good at? What do you like to do? Let's start there. If you and your husband or you and your spouse have a great marriage, well, heck, why don't you start thinking about, doing a course on that? So what are you passionate about? Are you passionate about crocheting? Are you passionate about jewelry making? Like, what are you passionate about? Start writing those things down. So it's all about kind of brainstorming within yourself. And you can ask your friends and family, what am I great at? What do you guys like about, what attracts you to me? Those are the things. So that's the first thing, is really coming up with a topic. I say all that to say, we got to come up with a topic. If we don't have a topic, we don't have a course. But that would be the first step. And then the second step I always tell people is, let's start figuring out who your audience is. Because I know you feel like everybody can, would benefit from your course on how to have a great marriage, but really everybody can't, because everybody's not married. So let's find the people who are already been married and having a little bit of rough time, or maybe they lost their sexy, or maybe they're trying to get their sexy back, and you can help them with that. That's your niche. So if we think about Amazon, when they first got started, they didn't start with everybody. They're everything to everybody now, but they really just started with book readers, and they grew from there. So let's do the same thing. Let's see what the big boys did, and let's do that. If you come up with a course for everybody, it's very hard to speak to their needs, and it's hard to market it. So that would be my first two steps, would be figuring out a great topic, something you're great at, and then who's going to be the audience that'll pull out their wallets immediately to buy your stuff.
I love that. And those are points that we come up to when it comes to marketing in general, right? Like, figure out what it is you're selling, what your topic is, especially target market and your niche. Like, those are the two things that are required in order to really grow and scale a business.
Believe me.
So when we are thinking about creating a course, how much time do people, because I was talking about our launch plans this last month, and in that I tell my audience, schedule about 4 months for audience building and, lead generation and all of that stuff before you open your doors. So when it comes to like doing a course, about how long should they plan to like really do one well?
Great question again. So what I have found that works really well is, if we start building the course and we excuse me, do a pre-sale, because that will allow you to kind of gauge if people are interested. And my client Amy Schultz, she's a money coach. We did that for her, and she got sales immediately. And another client of mine did a challenge. She ran the challenge. Chanel, she does the Airbnb course. She ran a challenge for, I think, maybe a month. And then she had a $10,000 launch. So everybody's kind of different, but I feel like if we can get some energy and some interaction in the beginning, even if we slash your price by 50%, let's just get the sales coming in, get that momentum, get some people to tell you what's right or wrong about your course. So I would give it anywhere from 5 weeks is typically how long my clients who have done super duper well and made great months, it took them maybe 4 or 5 weeks to create their course. So I would say about 4 to 5 weeks to create the course, and then maybe another month or two to get the marketing right, and then you should be off and running to the races after that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So who usually comes to you when they're struggling? Like, who's coming and knocking on your door and saying, Angelique, I need help?
Right. So you know what? When I first started, I come out of a corporate world. So I was speaking because I wanted out of my corporate life with the quickness. I wanted out, and I tried a bunch of things. Honestly, Jennifer, I tried drop shipping, affiliate marketing. I got my insurance license. I did multi-level marketing. Like, when I say I tried all of the things, I tried all of the things.
That's awesome.
Courses were the one thing I was able to get up and running. So the people who come to me initially were 9 to 5 women, because that's exactly who I was speaking to. Like, hey, I understand what you're going through. And it's grown now to 9 to 5ers as well as small business owners. So once COVID hit, a lot of small business owners, they have this brick and mortar. Now they're
Right.
stuck, right? Like,
Right.
I got to get a digital product. What's the digital product I can do? Maybe I could do an ebook, or maybe I could do a masterclass. I'm like, hey, why don't you create a course? And because you can charge high ticket for that. And it really can start to be a revenue stream that can be passive. You don't have to work at it. And maybe we could get you away from your desk. Because a lot of entrepreneurs, I'm pretty sure you've noticed this, they became entrepreneurs to get their time back and freedom and flexibility. But I think they work more now than they did at their 9-to-5 job.
Yep. One of my favorite memes is that one that goes around a couple of times a year, that entrepreneurs are the only people that work 80 hours for themselves, so they don't have to work 40 for somebody else.
There it is. So if I can show you how to create a course, and if I can show you how to make $5,000-$10,000, and you don't have to work for that, well, maybe you can walk away a little bit earlier and get off at 6 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock, because you've got this. Because why are you working that hard? You're not working that hard because it's fun. You're working that hard to make money and pay the bills, right? So if I can show you how to infuse some more cash flow into your life and make it passive, it makes a lot of sense for small business owners. It also makes sense for 9-to-5ers, just in the sense that, hey, if they're, are we in a recession? We're out of recession. I don't know if we're in a recession, what's going on, but just in case, have something cooking up. In case.
Well, and it's not just having something cooking up. Realistically, especially for like the coaching industry, having a course can either be an entrance into your high ticket offer, or it can be your high ticket offer, just depending on how you want to set that up, which can allow you to generate a lot of leads and or give your clients something that they needed that they didn't know they needed, right? So that next level.
So those are the two types of people that come to me: 9-to-5ers who are looking to make some additional income, or they want to exit their job like I did, as well as small business owners that really are like, gosh, I'm doing this kind of wrong and I got to figure out how to make some more passive income.
Awesome. So let's talk about that a little bit, the passive income of courses. I think people assume that if you create it, that's all you need to do. Right?
And I wish that were true. I wish I could say that is true. I haven't seen it yet. So that's why I show people how to market it. So I when I first created my course, there was nobody to help me really market it. And so I was stuck, right? So that's why I have differentiated myself and decided to show my clients how to market it, because that's really the secret sauce. I mean, it's great to have a great course, but if nobody knows about it, nobody can buy it. So you just got a great course. Great.
Absolutely.
So we do have to market it. But we'll do some work on the front end so that it does become passive. So in the beginning, a lot of times you do have to be active. In the beginning, we have to create the course. We have to create a good course. So there is some activity. I'm not saying this is get rich quick, but can we make this into a passive revenue stream where people just click and you're in, Thailand or Netflixing and chilling or whatever? Yes, it does become that, but we do have to market it. And so you can do that 2 ways. You can market it yourself and, post and do all the things, or you can work with Jennifer and get yourself some ads and let the ads do the work for you. So, you can either pay with time or money, and we have to decide that, and everybody has to make the decision for themselves.
Absolutely. I so appreciate that. I know we go through it a lot in here, that there's 2 ways to market: time or money. And you have to decide which one you're going to invest.
Yeah. Or maybe you do both.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So do people come to you a lot when they're looking to scale, right? Like I know a lot of my clients, when they're thinking about going from one-to-one to one-to-many, that's when they're coming to you. So are you seeing a lot of that lately, of people coming to look to really make an impact on other people's lives?
Definitely. Yeah. When I'm asking a lot of women, especially women, they really want to make an impact. They want to help other women. They want to help other children. They want to help other moms. So they are definitely wanting to make an impact. And they're looking to reach more people. So right now they might be locally helping a lot of people. I just spoke with somebody and she's locally on the school district, but she wants to scale. She wants to show other people how to do better with their school districts. So a lot of that, yeah, a lot of people want to. Another lady I spoke with, she wanted to help people with credit repair, and she's doing a lot of people, like I said, locally and talking to people at workshops. But how can she get to the bigger world to help these people who want to become homeowners? This is a way to scale. It's a way when we say scale, I assume your listeners understand scale, but basically, how can you get to a wider audience without spending all day, every day on the internet, and so courses are a great way to do that, because you're at home in your sweet house, but the course can be going to Dubai and Thailand and Pakistan and Detroit all at the same time. You're at home, but you can't do that right now locally where you're at, because you can fly as many places, but you can't be in 10,000 places at the same time. Whereas with a course or any digital product, you can do that.
Yeah. And I think people's minds got open a lot more to that in general, is in whether it's coursing or courses or online marketing.
Yeah.
During COVID, people were like, oh, I can actually talk to people in Thailand.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to fly there. It's a possibility,
yeah.
Which I think is a fabulous thing to do. And I really love, integrating courses into your business, into your business model.
Yeah.
So how do people get a hold of you? What's the best way for them to connect with you? And on top of that, when are they ready to connect with you?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. I am pretty open, because a lot of times people will come to me and they're like, well, Angelique, I mean, I'm just a this. I'm just a nurse. I'm just a, dental assistant. I'm just a paralegal. I really don't have anything to offer. And then when I talk to them more, they've been a paralegal and they're making six figures. Well, how did you do that? How did you get, So I'm really open to anybody coming to me at any time if they're ready to put in some work so they can make some money. What I'm not looking for, and nothing against it, is anyone who's looking to make 10,000 in the next month. I'll be full disclosure. I haven't done it yet. I haven't been able to bring a client on and get them 10,000 the first month. So I can't say I can do that, but can I do that in 2 or 3 months? I can do that. So if you're looking for something where it's no work and it's truly just passive and you just show up, I don't have that. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm not. But if you are ready to be like, hey, Angelique, I'm over this 9-to-5 job, or hey, Angelique, I'm stressed out as an entrepreneur and I really want to figure out how to create another lane of income, I'm your girl. I will take good care of you and I'll get you to the finish line and we'll definitely make you money. So I'm ready to work with, and they're ready to work with me. And then the best way to get in touch with me, let's see, I am on Instagram. You can just reach out to me at digital.angelique, and that's Angelique with a C. So digital.angelic, digital.angelique. That's the best place to find me. And then also, if you want to look it up, I have a Facebook group, which is Financially Free Female Entrepreneurs. So I'll say it again, Financially Free Female Entrepreneurs, Financially Free Female Entrepreneurs. And you can check us out in there, and you can see all the results of women I've worked with, people launching their courses, making money from their courses, thinking about getting out of their 9-to-5. Everybody's in there, and we welcome anybody who has an open mind and just really wanted to be financially free.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I actually will have all of that information in the show notes as well. So for those of you that didn't have a pen and paper, or you're listening to us in your car, you can always head over to yourmarketingmatchmaker.com, and the show notes will be there. Or if you're watching us on YouTube, they're in the notes below. Angelique, thank you so much for joining us today. I had so much fun introducing you to the audience, and just really introducing the idea of courses to those that maybe weren't thinking about it yet.
Yeah.
So
this was great, Jennifer. Great questions. You had me on my toes. I had to be on my toes. So great.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Definitely great questions and great energy. So excited. Thanks again for the opportunity to be on your platform and to talk to your people. And it's been fantastic.
Thanks. Thank you everyone for joining us, and join us next week for our next episode. I will keep you on your toes there too. Thank you for listening to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear your feedback. Please head over to Apple, iTunes, and leave a review so we can hear from you. And if you are a coach, consultant, or online course creator who are looking to grow your business, increase your income, and scale your impact, connect with me at yourmarketingmatchmaker.com. I look forward to hearing from you.